Hello, this is Furion, and today I'll be taking a look at one of the most recent isometric action RPGs by the name of Victor Vran. The game is set in a fantasy world drawing very obvious inspiration from Van Helsing and similar universes. The story is fairly generic, it doesn't do anything different. It absolutely does not take itself seriously and is chock full of silly jokes and references to other video games, pop culture and anything you can really think of. Most of the time it does it using the game's narrator. He's a mix of the stranger from Bastion, Handsome Jack from Borderlands, and the narrator from Stanley's Parable. Maybe not as well done as any of those three, but still right after the extremely satisfying combat, he's the second thing that kept me playing through this game. There is not much to say about the visuals. The game looks fine, it runs very well and has an acceptable amount of graphical options to tune it to whatever machine you are using. It's not incredibly taxing. Okay, let's hop right into the gameplay. The first thing most people will notice is the ability to jump, which is quite unique to the genre. The jumping mechanic is very fluid. It can be used to dodge enemy abilities, getting through obstacles, getting out of sticky situations, and finding secret areas. The controls are responsive and work very well both with gamepad and mouse and the keyboard. I myself beat the game using the latter with no issue whatsoever. The key bindings are rebindable, but I found the default satisfactory. The skill system is quite simple. The game provides you with fair variety of weapon drops, both range and melee. Each type has 3 different abilities. You are able to have 2 weapons equipped and switch between them at any time you wish. On top of that, Victor can utilize demon powers. At first just 1 and later on 2. You can acquire them from monsters, leveling up and transmutation, which I will touch on later on. Examples of powers are Bling, an ability that lets you teleport to your cursor's location, dealing damage in the process, or Sanguine Aura that heals both you and your co-op partner. For more of a supportive and tanky build. To use powers you need to fill your overdrive meter by simply fighting. You can equip potions and bombs to assist you in combat, and last but not least there are the Destiny cards, a card-based passive boost system that lets you combine more and more cards acquired through leveling and slaying monsters, ranging anywhere from lifesteal, critical chance to some more odd bonuses I'll let you discover on your own. All that paired together provides a good choice of builds and a lot of room for min-maxing if that's something you enjoy. My only 2 gripes with the combat system are the fact that projectiles that enemies launch often have little sound feedback behind them, which makes dodging them a little less intuitive, and the fact some of the difficulty comes from your foes being a bit too bullet spongy, but it took a very small toll on the fun I had with the game. There is no mana meter, abilities are cooldown based and your powers are energy based, which makes for a simple yet satisfying and fast paced combat system that everyone can customize to their liking. As I mentioned earlier, the game includes a transmutation system. You can combine 3 items to create a new, more powerful one, or you can upgrade just one item by combining it with 3 other ones. The game lets you transmute almost all items, that includes weapons, destiny cards, powers, loot boxes. It lets you dye your armor, however limited that might be, and it lets you attach power stones, adding properties to your demon powers, weapons and outfits. It took me about 6 to 8 hours to complete the main story on normal difficulty, only taking a detour a couple of times to visit some side areas and try to complete challenges. Which is what leads me to my next point, replayability. And here is where I think the game really shines, especially keeping the low price tag in mind. On top of the main storyline, every area has 5 challenges you can complete for additional rewards and experience. Challenges include things like going through an area without taking any damage, finding all the secrets, which often include simple jump puzzles, or beating the area or boss with specific hexes activated. There are 5 kinds of hexes you can choose to activate at the start or any point of the area, increasing monster speed, adding more mini-bosses and so on. If that's not enough to justify the price tag, after completing the game once, you unlock elite challenges, basically another 5 set of harder challenges for every area. Then there is the hard difficulty and the co-op mode. Now, I dabbled very little in the co-op mode, but from the initial experience, it seems it's well done, and if my research is right, people are having a great deal of fun with it. At first glance, Victor Vran might seem like just another generic hack and slash, but after spending the first hour or so with the game, I realize it's quite the opposite. Mechanics unique to the genre, entertaining and funny narration, surprising polish, fair amount of replayability, a solid co-op mode paired with the game's low price make it a value proposition. Victor Vran is available on Steam and GOG.com, currently discounted by 10% on both platforms, which brings it down to €17.99 or your original equivalent. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this review, please be kind and leave a like, and if you would like to see more of my content in the future, throw me a subscribe and have a wonderful day.